What's up, everybody? Irina here, and we have another episode of our show. Come on, Alina, join us.
Oh, sorry. I had to get my coffee.
Good of you to join us. And what is that?
Oh, this is my COVID-19 mask.
Make sure we have the 6 foot distance between us, shall we?
We're not going to have a 6 foot distance today. No. But, I think our topic today is COVID, so I just wanted to come prepared.
I was going to say, like no need to introduce the topic. It's like it's visually
right.
good.
The bad thing is you can't really drink coffee with the mask on. You could do a straw underneath, but...
Right. Well, cheers to maskless coffees.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Coffee's good today. We missed a few shows, so we have a lot to catch up.
Right.
It was my birthday.
And it was my birthday too.
Hell! Yeah. She's on the 7th, I'm on the 9th. It was awesome.
And there's International Women's Day in the middle, so it's perfect.
Wow.
So happy Women's Day, all of you out there. And let's jump into the topic. I think it's been like a year now with COVID, and it's impacted every area of life. Not to say, the masks, now it's like a fashion accessory to have a matching mask. So I need some animal print mask actually for my sweater.
No, animal print? No.
Animal print.
No.
Well, you see the print of my sweater?
No, that's a beautiful animal print.
Right. I need a matching mask.
So we're gonna go into COVID-19 and talk about a little bit of real estate and maybe a little bit of manufacturing cabinets, and lives have totally changed, right, for everybody.
Absolutely.
Did it change for realtors?
Yes. Oh my goodness, where do I start? So with showings, if you think of a realtor, it's always like you meet in person and you show homes, and there's a lot of in-person interaction for meetings and inspections and buyer consultations and seller consultations. And COVID changed so much of it. And those who were able to pivot and adjust to that, the new norm of life, were able to thrive and still serve a lot of clients, buyers and sellers. And those who weren't, of course, didn't do so well last year. So I'm just going to bring up a few points that, we were seeing different in the industry. The really rise of taking things virtually. So now you have, in addition to virtual church, you have virtual consultations. So instead of buyers and sellers meeting in person and sitting across the table and talking things, you actually meet via Zoom, via FaceTime, something virtually, and that works out well because I know there are people generally concerned about COVID and all of that. And so it's just a great way to still get things done, like get the latest and the greatest about the house, your goals, whatever, selling, buying, while maintaining a distance. So
kind of keeping some folks, I guess, safe if they're older and they can be actually impacted by COVID.
Absolutely.
Right?
And that is it's been so helpful. So virtual consultations, and then virtual open houses. So the way virtual open houses work is that you do really just the live stream of a house, and you just walk around and you touch the surfaces. A realtor, right? And you touch it and you kind of talk about the house, and you walk through, you show the floor plan,
like on
you
FaceTime?
show the neighborhood, like FaceTime, you like Facebook Live, YouTube Live, whatever. And you advertise that beforehand so people anticipate that virtual open house so that they're ready and they attend. So the open houses are back somewhat, even though they're COVID compliant, which means I'm just gonna so there's a table in front of the house, and everyone who wants to enter the house, they need to sign a release of liability form, which we call PED. All the realtors out there, we're like PED. It's a abbreviation for PEAD, right? So PED form, and that is for it's like a 7-page form that buyers and sellers have to sign on both sides to allow entry to the property, and both parties acknowledge that there's a risk associated with someone entering and viewing properties in this in COVID times, right? So it's a new necessity for all the showings in the state of California. Either you're in LA or Sacramento or Napa, we all are required to sign that form. And so for the open house, you sign that form, and then you enter the property. you do shoe coverings, you do gloves, masks, you maintain social distancing, you don't touch surfaces unnecessarily, you don't sit on the couches, you don't touch pillows and fridges and all of that.
And you don't breathe.
Well, you kind of breathe, otherwise
there are so many hoops that I'm hearing that I need to jump. I
Yeah.
mean, the only thing I like is like I can be in my underwear touring a house.
That's right. Make sure you have a shirt on.
Right. Right. But other than that, like, are you serious? Like, virtual tours?
And so if you're a buyer and you want to see a house, but you're really concerned about COVID, the initial showing can take virtually, where I take my phone and we just like FaceTime each other and say, hey, Sue, let's go. I'll show you a house. We walk in and I pretty much walk with my phone, walking you virtually through the house, and we zoom in into every little corner, and you say, hey, open that cupboard, and I'm with my gloved hand, I open that cupboard and I show you the spices, whatever. So that's kind of the initial, so that's kind of the virtual reality of the real estate now.
And then there's no way around it, right?
There is more. Now we kind of adapt, and open houses are back to normal, so we do allow people to view homes in person, but with all those hoops to jump through.
Okay, so clients call you and they're like, hey, Irina, we want to see this house, blah, blah, blah. Can we go with you? Can you go with them?
Absolutely. I have to be there with them.
Oh, okay.
So as a... Go
ahead. Jinx.
What were you going to say? What was the question?
No, so I didn't know, with social distancing, like, can you take them in your own car like before, right?
No, not typically, not anymore.
Okay.
They would drive their car and we would just meet on site, and we would have the masks on. In some houses they require shoes off, or they provide shoe coverings.
Okay.
And then we would just avoid touching surfaces unnecessarily, and if we do, then I would wipe it out with sanitizer, and there's a hand sanitizer at most properties. And then, of course, in confidential remarks, the agent would actually let everyone know that the property may not be sanitized in between showings. So enter and use everything at your own risk.
At your own risk.
At your own risk, right.
And I'm a risk taker, so I would take that risk.
And you would just touch everything, huh? She would.
I would go microwave some coffee.
Oh, goodness. But you know what? With that being said, it's just great news that that's just the new reality and people adapt.
You know what? It's good for small businesses.
That's right.
And thank God you have a job.
That's right.
Realtors are adapting and adjusting to whatever is out there, the latest and the greatest rule following.
That's right.
Do you follow the rules?
Sometimes I do. I'm just kidding. And it goes to real estate. Of course, we all follow rules. It's a liability factor, and I am concerned for the safety of my clients. So yes, we do.
That's true.
How did that affect cabinetry? Yeah.
I work with wood.
Are you guys wearing masks with wood?
What?
I was just gonna say.
No.
I don't know.
No. I mean, well, it honestly depends. I mean, every individual is impacted by COVID in some form or fashion.
That's right.
Whether you're just going to a grocery store, you're putting on a mask. Like you're gonna see that.
Don't breathe on those apples. Don't touch those, and don't sneeze on those apples.
Don't breathe.
Please breathe, but just don't sneeze on those apples.
But no, I mean, with us, it's what I'm hearing you say. I'm just like, we're not even close to that, because mainly we work with wood. I mean, we have our own team in our manufacturing shop, and if clients, what are they called? Showrooms are kind of outdated now.
Right.
If cabinets still have showrooms where clients want to come in and see and touch the doors and see what they have to offer in person, I think that's 10 years ago type of thing. Now everything's online, and not only that, I can bring you samples and everything that you want in person.
Ship it? I was gonna say, how do I touch the material? How do I see the color in person if, of course, it's different on the computer, on the screen versus in person?
Yeah, exactly. Well, first we chat and we find out what you like and what you don't like.
Right.
And then based on what you tell me, I'll bring you some samples next time we meet, talk about a quote a little bit, talk about your plan, style, design.
That's cool.
And you get to interact with me, and I am also trying to be...
And she's fun to interact
respectful.
with. Sometimes.
I'm
kidding.
No,
most of the time.
I kind of read people and see what if I'm meeting with clients that feel like, they're showing up in a mask, I'll do the same thing, and I'll return the favor and make sure I prepare everything, wear a mask, and I don't know about gloves. I just sanitize. I'll make sure I'm taking care of myself, and it's a respect thing. I don't give them hugs. I usually hug people.
Are you a hugger?
I'm a hugger.
I am a hugger too, and
hugs.
Yeah, and
Touch.
no, hugs when you meet someone, but and I miss handshakes, and I do have amazing clients that would just like, oh, I don't care, let's just do a handshake, and I'm like, I miss that so much, because that we're humans, there's this physical interaction, you want to show,
there's this now,
and with the foot
fist bumps,
and like a foot bumps, is that even a thing?
No I used to have like legit handshakes, like bam bam bam, snap it,
and you do
pound it, blow it up,
right,
bring it back in.
Yeah.
By the way, we forgot to tell them to like and subscribe our YouTube page, because we're trying to, what do you call it, analytically grow.
We should support the YouTube algorithm.
Algorithms.
It's all about the mighty algorithm.
All the rhythms.
Algorithm.
Just do it with the rhythm. Like and subscribe.
Just click like and you subscribe, and that's gonna keep the word, spreading about the certain topics that we cover.
Yeah.
And it's just like, we would really, really appreciate.
Yeah, what she said. Yeah. Just do that.
Just
all the rhythms.
Just do that. We would really appreciate. Yeah.
Okay, and then going back, I wanted to find out with COVID, did real estate as a whole, I guess, and just focus maybe on California, or I guess your region area, did it impact you negatively or positively? I guess would be buying, selling homes.
Sure, that's a great question, because I've seen a lot on them, among my peers out there. But like I said in the beginning, those that were able to pivot the business and adjust to the new rhythm, those were able to prosper and help the number of more families to buy and sell. In my specific case, we were able to bring a lot of it online, and so buyer seminars and buyer consultations and seller consultation, listing consultations, all of it is online, and you can just scale the amount of time, and you can scale a lot of it by utilizing the technology, which is great. And you meet people where they are, and they are in social media most of the time.
That's true.
They're online, and
technology,
so you meet them. You meet them where they are, and whether it's marketing a house, you do various channels for various outlets like platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and you utilize all those channels to promote that property, and you generate clients and a buyer for that specific property that way.
I want to say, don't be afraid. The biggest thing with this COVID thing, and whether you're at an age where you're vulnerable to it or you have pre-existing conditions, there's a lot of things. Number one, turn off the news.
You used to be a reporter.
I used to be a reporter. Yeah. What's up? Hello. I'm just going to advise you, please turn off the news. That's number one, because it feeds into your fear. And
Amen.
It's just going to put unnecessary thoughts in your mind. Why would you think about COVID and all the what ifs when you can be focusing on family and focusing on remodeling your home or selling your home, whatever it is? That's probably the first step.
Sure.
And then just if you have a vision or a dream or a goal to sell your home or redo something in your home or step out, whatever your goals and dreams are, just start planning for it. Everybody that wants to adjust is adjusting and pushing forward and growing their business, and whatever the compliances, the rules and regulations of the day, of the every hour are, we do our best to follow those rules.
Right.
But at the same time, we're not going to stop and wait until
this thing is over.
Yeah, all the vaccines are out and all the basically kind of waiting for the green light. No, the light never turned off. That's all I want to say. That was a little side.
I like that. I like that because
advice.
We need that, and really, news are looking. It's a separate topic, but just focus on the joys of this life. If you have a project, if you have a goal that people can meet, those are willing, like you said, willing to adjust. Are gonna adjust and make it happen for you.
Yep. Go rent a Lamborghini and go drive it.
Yes, I love it.
I rode a Lamborghini for my birthday. It was awesome.
Yeah, I rode a horse.
I didn't ride. I drove. I horsepower. Let's go.
Yes.
It was so fun.
It was like how many horsepower are there?
Oh man, it's a V10.
V10?
Twin. Something. It was just a
It's
fat
probably
engine.
like 1/68.
I don't know what the engine size is. I don't know. It was fast. It was incredible.
Fast. It was
I almost cried. It was amazing. It was a
like
spiritual
church.
awakening.
I was gonna say church service for
Yeah.
you.
That was really cool.
Anyway, you guys, please make sure you like and subscribe, and we
Yes.
will meet you here next week for the next topic.
Absolutely. Let me put my mask back on.
Make sure you maintain the 6-foot distancing, Alina.
Yes, everybody.
Bye.